A good portion of her threes come from above the break. Here's Clark, still trying to find her rhythm. A deep pull. Got it!
Caitlin Clark is a never-ending source of amazing moments. Remember that huge game everyone was hyped for? The one where Clark went head-to-head with Taurasi? Well, it lived up to all the hype and then some. Not only did Clark lead the Indiana Fever to victory over the Phoenix Mercury with a final score of 88-82, but she also shattered a record and nearly grabbed a triple-double. But trust me, the final score doesn't even come close to telling the whole story of this incredible game.
Miss that wide open very often.
Cloud smoked the layup. Wheeler quickly up court. Boston running the floor for the layup. Cunningham, one more. Cloud had a notion. Good hands by Clark. 4 on the shot clock. They've got a launch. Cloud. She makes the 9-1-1.
But let's rewind for a second and talk about this insane record Caitlin Clark just set. We're talking 129 assists for the entire season. That's a brand new record for rookies in the Indiana Fever franchise. Can you believe it? And guess what? In this game against the Mercury alone, Clark racked up 12 assists. This just shows you how well-rounded she is as a player. But here's the kicker. This is her first season in the WNBA. Forget just adapting, Clark is straight up dominating the league. Her ability to set up her teammates is what makes her so special. It's not just the number of assists, it's the quality too. We're talking some next-level plays here, folks.
Boston with a nice rim run. And this one comes off. A nice hit ahead again.
Clark's court vision is like a cheat code. She throws passes that most players wouldn't even dare to dream of. It's like she's got an extra eye on the court, seeing openings nobody else does. And guess what? This record is just the beginning of many things to come. Clark isn't here to just show up, she's here to dominate and rewrite the history books. Imagine what she can do with a few more seasons under her belt. In this game against the Mercury, she went off. We're talking 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 12 assists in just 39 minutes. That's a beastly performance, especially going up against a legend like Taurasi. And get this, she was literally 1 rebound away from a historic triple-double. I mean, how close can you get? It was intense, but hey, you know that achievement is coming for her soon. No doubt.
Hell yeah, triple-double damn near.
The most impressive part? Clark stayed ice-cold the entire game. No jitters facing down Taurasi, one of the WNBA's all-time greats. Nope, Clark showed she's ready to battle with the best. And it wasn't just about putting up points. Defensively, Clark was a force, controlling the pace of the entire game. This rookie is proving she has the leadership skills the Fever desperately needs. This game against Taurasi and the Mercury was Clark's way of saying, listen up, I'm not here to learn, I'm here to dominate. This wasn't just another game, this was a statement. Clark has arrived, and the WNBA is officially on notice.
I think we were just resilient. You know, when they punch us in the mouth, we always found a way to answer. I think people stepped up when their number was called and they were put into the game. And I thought we came out and started the second half well and really just found a way and dug deep and made plays when we needed to.
All right, let's talk about the game itself. The Mercury came out smoking hot, and by halftime, they were up by a whopping 11 points, 49-38. Most teams would have folded under that kind of pressure, but not the Fever. The third quarter was an absolute explosion. They dropped a crazy 29 points while holding the Mercury to a measly 15. It was a total shift in momentum, a display of pure grit and determination. And guess who was right in the middle of it all? Clark? She was coordinating the entire offense, making all the key plays that turned the tide. The fourth quarter? Just as impressive, the Fever kept their foot on the gas, scoring 21 points compared to the Mercury's 18. And in the end, the scoreboard told the story. 88-82, Fever victory. That's an 11-point comeback.
Home being the operative word, Cloud walks into the 3 off the mark. And that'll do it. The Indiana Fevers storm into the desert and win their first game against a team over 500.
We really need to talk about the team's heart in this one. I mean, they were down at halftime, but they never gave up. This comeback showed the true character of the Fever. Clark even mentioned in her interview how the team always found a way to answer back when the Mercury pushed. But this win wasn't just about points. The Fever dominated in key areas during the second half. We're talking way more fast breaks, 20 to the Mercury's 5. and the bench came alive, putting up 21 points compared to the Mercury's 8. This was a true team effort, led by the outstanding Caitlin Clark, of course. This win was a message. With Clark in control, the Fever can hang with anyone in the league. They're fearless, they're relentless, but there's room for improvement. Consistency is key, as we've seen. Clark was incredible, but let's not forget basketball is a team sport. Shout out to the other Fever players who balled out too. They deserve major props.
Mitchell back out to Smith. Cunningham switches out onto Clark. Sprays it out for three. Boston got it. Aaliyah Boston, you noted her improvement.
Let's start with Aaliyah Boston. This young star put up 17 points, snagged 8 rebounds, and even dished out 4 assists in just 34 minutes. Boston was a force down low in the paint, and it's no surprise she's considered one of the league's brightest young talents. She balled out.
Cunningham tag, Mitchell. Foul and one! Mitchell classic that one, and a chance for Indiana to take the lead.
What about Kelsey Mitchell? In just 21 minutes, she splashed 16 points. Caitlin Clark even called her out in the post-game interview, praising her coolness under pressure and clutch shooting. Mitchell came up big when they needed her most.
Folks, this is the hottest ticket in Phoenix since Meg the Stallion played here at the Footprint Center about 10 days ago. If you're looking for a ticket, it's going to hurt your pocket, and we are underway.
Also shout out to Melissa Smith for getting a double-double. That's 12 points and 15 rebounds. Those boards were huge in controlling the tempo and giving the Fever more chances to score.
Benley with a little reverse, couldn't get it. Great pivot and got the second one to fall.
And let's not sleep on Temi Fagbenley. Coming off the bench, she dropped 10 points in just 13 minutes. All of their contributions were key to this win. But what's even more exciting is how Clark is making everyone around her shine. She racked up 12 assists, and a ton of them went to the players we just mentioned. This shows Clark isn't just a baller, she makes her teammates better too. Seeing this young talent develop together, with Clark in charge and these players by her side, is electric. The future of the Fever is looking bright, that's for sure. Clark was raving about the crowd in her post-game interview. You could tell that the electric atmosphere at the Footprint Center blew her away. But the coolest thing? The pressure didn't faze Clark one bit. Rookie, playing away, packed arena against a legend like Taurasi? Most players would crumble, but not Clark. She kept her composure and led the Fever to a huge win. She also talked about the team's mental toughness. She said, "We were just resilient. Every time they threw a punch, we found a way to respond." That's the kind of championship mentality she has, and it's rubbing off on the rest of the team. Clark even gave a shout-out to Kelsey Mitchell.
She was huge. You know, she never shies away from the moment. She made some huge shots for us, but she's just poised, very poised. You can see it in her face, like she wants to be in those moments, so I'm super proud of her.
You see, even as a rookie, Clark already has this maturity, handles the pressure and praises her teammates. She's not just ballin', she's becoming a true leader for the Fever. This game at the Footprint Center, more than a win, it was a statement. Clark and the Fever showed they can win anywhere against anyone. And that, folks, is why we love basketball. Anything is possible. It's all about young stars rising to the occasion and teams coming together to fight for the win. Now, Clark is rewriting the WNBA rookie playbook. Broken records, near triple-double, beating Diana Taurasi on her home turf. Clark's already a legend in the making. So, what's next? Rookie of the Year? After this performance, it feels like a lock. But the question now is, how high can she climb? Will we see her break all-time rookie records? And what about that triple-double? Came oh so close in the game against Mercury. Could Clark be the first rookie in WNBA history to pull it off? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she did. But the real hype, the future of the Indiana Fever with Clark. How far can this team go? They're already taking down powerhouses on the road. Playoff dreams for the Fever this year? Next year? Who knows, maybe even a WNBA Finals appearance. One thing's for sure, every game with Caitlin Clark is a chance to witness history. As a fan, I'm on the edge of my seat, waiting to see what magic she pulls off next. So, do you think Clark can keep up this pace? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure you like and hit that subscribe button.